So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't follow Dave's rules 100%. I haven't read his book, and I haven't been to Financial Peace University. So you'll probably hear this a million times on my channel, but it's great to get influence from others. It's not great to follow them blindly. You have to alter things to make sure it fits the lifestyle you want to lead. I draw a lot of inspiration from Dave Ramsey. Obviously he knows what he's doing, but I don't follow everything he says. The first thing I have an issue with is the $1,000 emergency fund. I think it's great to have an emergency fund, I just don't feel like $1,000 is enough. Many people on their debt-free journey appear to deplete that over and over again over time. For example, my recent hospital bill was over $1,400, plus we had car maintenance that needed to be done at that time, so we were pushing around about $2,500 just for that period of time. And unfortunately, when you start out, you don't have any sinking funds to help you out in any of those categories like car maintenance or medical expenses or what have you. Lydia Sin did a great video recently about how Dave doesn't really mention you being behind on your bills when you start your journey. So that kind of goes hand in hand with doing the emergency fund as step one. Step one is going to have to be catching up on your bills, then saving up a decent amount. For us, we kind of felt like you should have at least 1 month's house payment. For some people that may be under $1,000, for us it's a little over, so I would just feel comfortable having at least the house payment. But really you should probably have at least $2,500 so that each time something comes up, you're not depleting your fund and having to start completely over again. The next area I kind of have an issue with is the Snowball method. I just don't feel like it gives you freedom to enjoy life, like decorate your home or go out on dates or go on a girls trip to Puerto Rico. Like there's really no wiggle room when you're in the Snowball method unless you kind of step to the side and do sinking funds for those items. But my philosophy is that you only live once, and I would hate to look back even in a couple years from now, say I'll be about 40 years old, and what if my body isn't in the same shape and I can't do the things that I would have loved to do now, and I'm sacrificing everything. If I actually did like rock climbing or kayaking or something like that, I don't, but if I did, I would hate to look back and regret that I couldn't do it now even though I'm debt free. So I definitely don't think that you should be so deep into your debt-free journey that you're missing out on life or keeping your kids from enjoying a childhood, like making them sacrifice things as well. I'm kind of against that. Even if it is for like 2 years or something, you're losing those experiences. You're never going to get those 2 years back. Something I didn't know that Dave recommends is to put all your retirement savings on hold while you're paying off debt. I just learned this in the Budgeting Wise video. Definitely check her out. She's great. I agree with her completely that the compound interest on the retirement you're paying now will be more beneficial in the end. But though we haven't followed the Snowball method completely, we've definitely put significantly more money each month toward each bill that we owe. And we're down to one consumer debt, which hopefully we'll have paid off by the end of 2019. I do love the idea of baby step 3, where you save 3 to 6 months of living expenses, but I do plan on skipping baby steps 4 and 5 to go straight to baby step 6. And the reason for that is I don't want to be celebrating paying off my home at age 57. I want to use this home as a rental property and me and my husband to buy more land and build a home out in the country. I also like that the final step is to give. I'm a big believer on this, and I preach this to my mom all the time, that you shouldn't hurt yourself in order to help others. That may sound selfish, but in the end you could help others more if you set yourself better now to help them later. And if you loan someone something, you won't need it right back, as Drake says. But this is my overall take on Dave Ramsey's methods and why we don't follow the baby steps completely so that we don't miss out on life. I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below as to what you love or dislike that Dave Ramsey teaches. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it down below as well as subscribe. But until next time, bye y'all.